Ooh yeah! Wow! Okay, so welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I am Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Okay, so today's episode is a pre-fight episode for UFC Fight for the Troops 3, Tim Kennedy versus Rafael Natal. Now, this main card is pretty stacked with a lot of great talent. And yeah, let's go over a rundown of the main card, my pre-fight predictions. And you'll be shocked at some of the stuff I have to say. Yeah, okay, so it's Fight for the Troops. And hopefully all the troops win on the card. We got Colton Smith, we got of course Tim Kennedy, we got Liz Carmouche. Yeah, they fought on, they're UFC fighters that have been fighting for a great country of ours. And yeah, I'm picking Tim Kennedy to beat Rafael Natal. I think he can win by unanimous decision, decisively. Rafael Natal is hard to finish, but I think that Tim Kennedy will keep him at bay. He will use his ground game, his stand-up, and keep him at bay wherever he sees fit. I think Rafael Natal will try to take it to the ground. Tim Kennedy will stuff the takedowns and keep it standing and win on points, and thus win a unanimous decision. Go USA. Hope you win. Come on. All my guys have been losing on these last umpteen fight cards on the main event, so hopefully things change. I really want Tim Kennedy to win. Liz Carmouche versus Alexis Davis is the co-main event for this card. Yeah, women's bantamweight matchup. And yeah, I'm actually picking Liz Carmouche. I think that she's not going to crack under the pressure. She's going to stay focused. Her ground game, she has a blue belt last time I checked in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But realistically, it has to be at least a purple belt. I mean, her ground game, she knows how to deal with ground pretty darn well. Alexis Davis is well versed on the ground, and she's an experienced veteran in the sport, having well over a dozen fights. Both Alexis Davis and Liz Carmouche are seasoned veterans in women's MMA, but I just think Liz Carmouche, she'll feed off the energy of the crowd and thus win probably by knockout in the second round or unanimous decision. Maybe knockout in the third round. I don't see a knockout happening in the first round, but if he wins, it'll probably be by knockout or unanimous decision, and Liz could probably win at least 2 of the rounds, if not all 3. Then in the middleweight division, we got the main events in the middleweight division, and then we also have another middleweight fight, which is Ronnie Marquez versus Yoel Romero. This is the easy one. Hani Marquez, however you say his name, he will destroy Yoel Romero however he sees fit. Yoel Romero is not bad, but Ronnie Marquez, he's a guy to look out for in the middleweight division. I've seen some of his fights in the past, and he's a beast. I got Marquez winning probably by submission in the second or third round. There you have it on that one. And then in the lightweight division, we have Jorge Masvidal versus Rustem Khabilov. Yeah, my notes are on a computer screen and not on paper like they normally are. Kind of have to pound out this episode, so I didn't have time to write out the notes. Got them on the computer screen though. Yeah, Jorge Masvidal, Rustem Khabilov. Okay, here's the thing: is Jorge Masvidal, he is tough. He's fought for the Strikeforce lightweight title. But Rustem Khabilov, yeah, the Russian dude, or Eastern European guy. Anyways, he's a beast. He's the real deal. Look at his record. He's done it all. He's beat some pretty steep competition in the UFC. Jorge Masvidal is good too, but Jorge will give him a run for his money. But I mean, yeah, Jorge beat Michael Chiesa pretty viciously, but Rustam, oh man, yeah, he has this. I believe he should be able to take this. Probably by unanimous decision, because Jorge will defend submissions, will be good on counter strikes, and Jorge Masvidal has been in 5-round matches and has cardio, but Rustam, I think, will get the win ultimately. Unanimous decision, probably. Then to kick off the main card, we have a lightweight bout with Colton Smith and Michael Chiesa. Now this one is one of the matches that I'm actually picking Michael Chiesa. I like them both. You know, God bless Colton Smith, fighting for our country, you know, in the military. But I got to go with Michael Chiesa on this one. I think Michael Chiesa is motivated by him, you know, losing to Jorge Masvidal in his last match, and he wants Michael Chiesa is driven, and Michael Chiesa was previously undefeated before that. And Colton Smith, I think Colton Smith will crack under pressure, because that's what happened on his last match, I believe. And Colton Smith's a great fighter, but it's going to come down to Colton Smith's wrestling. He's going to be pushing that wrestling. Michael Chiesa will be like, sure, you know, let's go to the ground and deal with him on the ground and go for a submission. And then I believe Michael Chiesa has a reach advantage, a pretty significant reach advantage, and he'll use it in the stand-up. Colton Smith will be aggressive, but I think overall Michael Chiesa could win by a second or third round knockout. I'm a big fan of both. Yeah, and it would, you know, it's one of those things, you know, I wouldn't want to see Colton Smith lose on this particular card. I'm a big fan of both. I mean, it just this being on this fight card being on a military base and seeing Colton Smith lose, you know, it kind of suck, you know, but you know, I got to be honest. I think Chiesa is going to win, but I'm rooting for, you know, I like them both. You know. So that wraps up this pre-fight show for UFC Fight for the Troops 3. Stay tuned for my post-fight, and yeah, there's some good prelim matches on this one too. And yeah, I've underestimated Liz Carmouche in her last fight, and I don't plan on doing it again. Liz Carmouche, if you're watching, sorry. Love you, and God bless the troops. I hope everyone that fights for our country, that's fighting on this card, wins. That'll be nice, but I'm kind of doubtful if it'll happen. Yeah, anyways, it's for a good cause though, so tune in, donate the money, you know, to the charity, and yeah, it's enjoy the fights. This is a good card. It's on Fox Sports 1, and so stay tuned for my post-fight, and until then, see ya.